Hey Guardians, Mando here, and welcome back to another Destiny 2 video. Today I just wanted to do a quick video discussing the new system introduced with Episode Revenant, mainly the Tonics and Fieldwork. So, let's get into it. So, once you have completed the first mission and watched the cutscene that follows, you will find yourself in the market district of the last city. Following the marker, we find Ido in her Tonic shop. Once you are done speaking with Ido, we then want to head over to Mithrax and watch a conversation between him and Varix, which will then be followed with a cutscene. Mithrax will then speak with us once again, giving us the title Slayer Baron, before we can turn around to the crafting table behind us and pick up the episode artifact. Upon picking up the artifact, there will be a quest that you can pick up which will walk you through the basics of how to make a tonic. Follow those steps and eventually you will complete the quest, and then you will want to speak with Ido once again. She will then give you the small tonic regent sack, which contains the materials you will need to craft a batch of tonics. Look through the available tonics that you can craft and choose 3 that you would like to make. Then follow the steps again, go over to the cupboard, get the ingredients, place the ingredients in the priming apparatus, taste test it, and then imbue it with your light to get the final result. Head on over to the Hollow then to speak with Varix, and then head to Ido to receive a episodic weapon. You will then be tasked with doing some field work for Ido, so head into her fieldwork menu and pick up any of the 2 minor fieldwork quests. Now, these fieldwork quests are not difficult by any means, but you do have to find a mysterious item in order to complete it. I will be doing a separate video showing all the locations for all the objects for each of these quests, so for this video I'm just going to show the locations for the first and second fieldwork quest. Once you have completed the tasks for the fieldwork quest, you will need to head back to the Tonic laboratory to place your findings. Head back over to Ido then and go to the fieldwork menu and grab the regent sacks for the 2 quests you just completed. This will give you more materials so that you can craft more tonics. However, while we're here, we want to make sure that we grab the major fieldwork quest. This will task us to go to an area on a planet where we will find a table that we need to interact with. Upon interacting with it, we will be put into a mini mission of sorts where we need to defeat 15 enemies within a certain amount of time. Once again, these enemies aren't too difficult and are not difficult to find. Upon defeating all the enemies, we will hear some dialogue from Ido before returning to her in the Tonic laboratory. However, as soon as we go back to orbit, we are greeted with a pop-up which explains how we are to find new and more powerful tonic formulas. This is great and all, but at this point in the game's history, so many players are used to just having pop-ups come up all over the place whenever we go to orbit, and we just quickly cycle through them and don't really read them because we don't think that there's any new information there, which is probably what most did and is what I did, and didn't realize that it has important information that we need to know. However, moving on, we speak with Ido in her laboratory, and we want to head back into the fieldwork menu and collect the reward for the major fieldwork that we just completed, which will be more ingredients and an episodic weapon. Upon picking up the weapon, you are going to be given a new quest step, which is going to walk you through the rest of the story for Act 1 of Revenant, which you can go and do if you want. But this is where you can also begin to discover new tonics and unlock more fieldwork to complete. So let's talk about fieldwork. How do we unlock more fieldwork to unlock more ways to get ingredients and more rare ingredients? Well, if you hover over one of the minor fieldwork quests, it will tell you how many tonic recipes you need to discover in order to be able to pick up the quest. Now, you can pick up any of the quests in the minor fieldwork row, it does not matter. The game will only allow you to pick up a certain amount at a time. However, once you pick up however many the game will let you pick up, you will then have to learn more tonic recipes in order to unlock the quests again. As I mentioned before, it does not matter which of the quests in the row you pick up. So regardless of where the quest is located in this row, if you have not completed it or selected it, you will need to unlock more recipes in order to select them. Upon selecting and completing minor fieldwork quests, you will be able to select a major fieldwork quest to take on and then complete. Keep in mind this works the same as the minor fieldwork quests, where you can choose any of the quests in that row, but regardless of what you choose, in order to select the ones that you have not done before, you will need to meet the new number of minor fieldwork quests needed. So, how do we unlock new tonic recipes so that we can continue to do the minor fieldwork quests? Well, just as the pop-up that I mentioned before stated, we need to synthesize related tonics in order to discover more powerful tonics and new recipes. So, let me break that down. There are 3 tiers of tonics. There are green, which are uncommon, blue, which are rare, and purple, that are legendary. We start off with green tonics, or the uncommon ones. In order to discover their blue counterparts, we need to craft those green ones 6 times. Then, to discover the legendary ones, we need to craft the blue ones 4 times. Already, I'm sure most of you can see that we're going to need a lot of ingredients in order to make all of these tonics and to discover all the new formulas. So, let's talk about how we get those ingredients. So, if you go into the character menu and then switch over to your inventory, you'll notice at the top that you have a tonic capsule which holds all the tonics that you have crafted and will craft. At the bottom, it shows all the ingredients needed for crafting the different tonics, as well as where you can find those ingredients. For the most part, the ingredients can be gained through just defeating enemies, and the best way is through doing revenant activities. For some of the rarer ingredients, the best way to get them is through doing more difficult activities, and more specifically, more difficult episodic activities like Expert Onslaught Salvation. Do keep in mind that there are some ingredients that we have not discovered yet, and more than likely will come in Act 2 and 3 of this episode. Well, Guardians, that's it for this video. If you enjoyed this video or found it helpful, be sure to leave a like as it really helps me out, and feel free to leave any questions in the comments below if you're unsure about something or need help with one of the quests, and I'll do my best to answer you. Also, don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more Destiny 2 guides and videos like this one. But for now, I'll see you in the next one.